welcome back to another episode of Vacancy at Vanilla's. With me, your host, Vanilla. And yes, I am in my childhood home. This is not my apartment, very obviously, so welcome. I'm sitting in my basement at my parents' house. And why am I out of breath? What the hell? What's that about? Okay, I literally just stood up 3 times to make sure that the camera was recording. I don't know why I kept telling myself that the camera wasn't recording, but it is recording. As you can tell if you're watching on video right now, hi. I'm in the basement. What do you people in California know about having a basement? Nothing. Because of earthquakes. Basements don't exist. Did you know that? Well, okay, that's like a lie. There are definitely some places that have basements, but for the most part, a lot of houses in California don't have basements. And, oh, are you hearing a lot of little crackling noises? It's just kind of the noises of the outdoors. Yes, unfortunately, this basement is not podcast soundproofed, so just bear with me if you hear any noises in the background. But yeah, a lot of houses don't have basements, and I didn't know that was even a thing. I was like, what do you mean? Because the basement is like if when you are a kid and you have friends over or your cousins or whatever, it's like, okay, the kids are going to go play in the basement. And then we all go in the basement and we have all the toys and the fucking Wii and the Xbox. That's where the party's at, is in the basement. Does that make sense? So I feel like a lot of you people that live in areas that don't have houses with basements and just have single story homes, some of you kind of missed out on that, because the basements were the vibes. And I definitely have my favorite basements throughout the years, and finished basements. We're not talking about fucking Jigsaw's goddamn basement. Yeah, I feel like people think basement, they think of just Jigsaw's basement, which is basically what my back basement looks like. So there's another door over here that goes into where the laundry room is, and that shit looks like Jigsaw's fucking that shit looks like Jigsaw's crib. But down here is very cute and adorable. And my mom's cat, Mister, is walking around down here. I wonder if he'll come over here on the camera. I want you guys to see him. He's very big and large. He kind of looks like Chai, but not really. His face looks like Freddy Fazbear. I really would like you guys to see it. Hey, Mister. Would you come here? He's a little honed in on the window right now because there's this stray black and white cat that hangs out outside, and he is very much looking for him. So if you hear him screaming in the background, that is because the cat is outside. So he's really on the hunt here. But anyway, hi, sorry, I didn't even say anything about yes, I'm home. Can you believe it? I got on the plane. I literally got on the plane. Also, sorry if this is kind of like the ASMR episode. I am talking kind of quiet because my whole family is upstairs. It is 11 in the morning on Wednesday. I am taking a flight back home tonight. My stomach is in knots. So let me give you guys the whole tea. So yes, I did get on the plane to come here, obviously, because I'm sitting here. So let me tell you guys about how that was, because that was quite literally the, what's it called? The final boss of my anxiety was getting on a plane. There was nothing scarier than that. Oh, here he is, Mister. Hey, hold on, let me grab him. He's kind of not, he doesn't really like to be picked up, but hey, Mister. Hey, can you show your little, he looks like Freddy Fazbear. Okay, don't be mean. That's Mister. So I had my friend Julia drive me to the airport, which was so very nice of her to offer, because I was just going to Uber there since I couldn't. I hate being like, hey, who wants to take me to the airport? And it's just like, boo, tomato. Who the fuck wants to take someone to the airport? Nobody. So I don't really like to ask. I don't like to ask, because who the hell wants to take someone to the airport? No one. And getting to LAX actually is really not that bad compared to getting to JFK from where I live. And I kind of underestimated that, which is the reason why I'm antsy today, but we'll go into that in a second. So basically, I had my friend drive me to JFK. It was about a 30-something, or to LAX, sorry. It was about a 30-something minute drive. You know, we're driving over there. It's bright and early in the morning. It was probably 10:30-ish. My flight's at 1:20, making good time. I the closer we're getting to the airport, the more antsy that I am getting. See, that's the thing. Now that I've switched over from Lexapro to Prozac, I have noticed that there hasn't been any moments. Like, I'll still get anxious and I'll still have the anxious thoughts and like feel anxious, but there isn't that tipping point into a full-blown panic attack, if that makes sense. It's like it'll almost get there sometimes and then it just like doesn't, which is fucking awesome. I love that. Would I like to not even have anxious thoughts at all and second guess myself? Yes, but you know what? We can't have everything. So as long as I'm not having full-blown panic attacks, that's great. I'll take it. I have not had a full-fledged panic attack since I have been on Prozac, which, hey, shit, I'll take it. I'll take it, man. So, yes, I'm in my head. I'm telling myself, I can't do it. I can't do it. Then 2 seconds later, I'm like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's literally like angel and devil on my shoulder. I'm like, no, no, no. And then I'm like, yes, you got it. You can do it. So it's just like a million things going on in my head at once, right? And then we get to the airport and I'm still early. Like, I have plenty of time to get to this fucking gate to get on this flight. And I'm sitting at the baggage claim. And like not the baggage, well, where you drop your suitcase off, like right when you go in, you know how you check in on the kiosk and then you give them your suitcase, they weigh it, they take it if you're checking a bag, and then you go through TSA. So I'm just sitting down there at the front entrance and I am like going to give them my suitcase, and in my head I'm like, no, as soon as you give them your suitcase, then what if you want to leave? What if you have a panic attack and you want to leave and you already gave them your suitcase? Then you can't get your suitcase back and then you're screwed. So that's basically what was going on inside my head. And I just did not want to give them the suitcase. I was too nervous to give them the suitcase. So I went up to this very nice lady, probably thought that I was like literally the most dramatic person in America. Sorry, I am a little stuffy since being here because it is fucking like 20 degrees here. So the lady was like, yeah, it's okay. You don't have to, like, you don't have to give it right now. Because I go up to her holding my like real Akuma stuffed animal with literal tears in my eyes. I'm not even kidding. I was like actually crying. And I'm like, if I don't want to get on the plane and I already gave you my suitcase, like what happens? She was like, well, you have until like this amount of time and we can like pull it back. Like you would just have to go up to some other place and talk to, she's like, you would just have to go and talk to the people at the gate and then something, I don't fucking know. And, she was like, but you have until, I think it was like 12/19. She's like, you have until 12/19 to decide if you want to give us the suitcase. Like that's like the final cutoff for taking the bags for this flight. So, if you want to just sit and hang out, like, and then some other guy that was working next to her, he was like, would some wine help? Like, do you want some wine? I was like, were you just going to give me wine right here? I was like, no, it's okay. Thank you so much, which was nice of him to offer. I don't know. But I was like, no, it's okay. So they were being very nice. So I sat with my suitcase for like a good 30 minutes, just crying. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't get on the plane. And, I was calling people, trying to make myself feel better, calling my friends and my mom and being like, I don't know. And they were all like, just do it. You're okay. You can do it. Being very motivational. That's what you need, man. You need some people in your circle that motivate you. So I was like, fine. Okay. And then I drop off the suitcase and I was like, wow, that wasn't that bad. Like, I feel fine. Like, I was more like sad than anything. I don't know. Like, I just wanted to cry. Like, I don't know why I just wanted to cry. Like, I didn't want to have a panic attack. I just wanted to cry. And then, I gave him the suitcase, stopped crying, and then I go through TSA. I make it through TSA pretty quickly. And hey, what the hell is it about, especially on days at the airport where it's not busy? I feel like everyone nowadays has fucking TSA pre-check. So the line for TSA pre-check is longer than the goddamn general line. So that was the only thing. There was like really not a lot of people there, but the general line was going quicker than the fucking pre-check line. And then there were people that were like borderline about to miss their flight, which was also me. So I don't know why I didn't say anything because I waited till the last second to give him my suitcase. Who kept skipping the line. And I'm like, bruh, I'm going to miss my damn flight too. Like, hello. So, I get through TSA. I'm kind of, not running, but fucking speed walking to my gate. I make a very quick pit stop. It was very quick. I was in and out. I saw what I needed and I got it. I got, at the little like mini marts that they have in the airport. I got a turkey and cheese sandwich, beef jerky, and one more thing. What was the last thing that I got? Beef jerky, turkey sandwich, and maybe it was like a muffin or something. I don't remember. Or a bar, or like a protein bar or something of that sort. Right. Okay. And then I got 2 water bottles. That's good. That'll hold me over for the 5-hour flight. And of course, they give you snacks on the plane. So I was like, I'm good, man. I got food, I got water. I'm not going to die. I am not going to die of dehydration or starvation on this 5-hour flight. So I am walking to the gate. As I'm literally approaching my gate, they say my name over the goddamn thing. You know how when you're like about to miss the flight, they're like, we're paging customers, da 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 da. And there was like 3 names. Mine was one of them. I'm like, ooh. Walk on the plane. The lady was like, love your nails. I was like, thank you, girl. So I'm already like feeling my oats, I'm like, okay, this isn't that bad. As I'm walking onto the plane, I am literally like, fucking, it's the final countdown. I'm like, yes. I literally feel, I'm still antsy, but I feel, I'm like, oh my God, I'm doing it. I have a smile on my face. I'm like, hi, hello, everyone. Saying hi to all the flight attendants. I'm like, hello, hi, guys. How are you? And I go to my seat. I changed my seat. I think, did I change my seat? I don't remember. I don't know, but my seat was like towards the back of I think, yeah, I changed my seat the night, because I had to change my flight. That's what it was. I was originally going to fly out on Monday, but I changed it to Tuesday. So then I had to pick a different seat, and the only seat was like I wanted an aisle seat regardless, because I feel like I always have to pee 9,000 times, and I hate being that person in the window seat that's like, hey, sorry, I gotta, whatever. So I pick an aisle seat, and it's like towards the back of the plane. It was like literally three rows to the back of the plane. I'm like, oh, whatever. So, and honestly, I was like, I actually kind of like that better, because I'm like just in the back chilling, and you don't really get off the plane that much. Like, it doesn't take that much longer to get off the plane, unless you're in like fucking first class, yes. But if you're like the middle of the plane versus the back of the plane, it's like, what, a fucking 3-minute difference of getting off the plane. Like, it's really not that big of a deal. And I'm like close to the bathroom in case I gotta fucking pee. And I don't know. And I liked that I'm in the back, and like I could see everyone in front of me, and like, did that make sense? I'm like, because what if I had a panic attack and I'm like in the middle or in the front of the plane? Like, then everyone behind me is going to be like, so that kind of made me feel better being towards the back. And it was a full row, and the dude in the middle he wasn't big, but he was just like a burlier guy. And then the dude at the window he was a pretty petite man. And the few rows behind me were not empty, but there was like only one person in one row, and then there was nobody in the back row. There was no one in the back row. So the guy in the window seat, he was like, hey, he asked the stewardess, he was like, hey, can I sit back there? Is that okay? She was like, yeah, let me just make sure no one's sitting there. She goes on her little iPad, and she was like, yeah, that's totally fine. Amazing. So now this guy gets up, he goes, sits back. And the guy that was in the middle, he sits in the window. So that means middle seats open. Boom. Win-win for everyone. So I was like, yes. Now I have a little more wiggle room. This is amazing. On a pretty much full flight, except literally the whole flight was full except for like the back 2 rows, and then the one that I was in because the guy fucking moved. I was like, yes. So it was honestly, everything was working out perfectly. Like, I literally was able to walk on the plane. I didn't even have time to sit and think and be anxious once I got through TSA, because I literally just fucking got my little sandwich and walked onto the plane, like, and then sat down, put my fucking headphones on, whatever, and just fucking chilled. And it really was not that bad. Like, it was weird because I brought a lot of stuff to entertain myself, like my Switch. I brought a coloring book. I brought my laptop. I had fucking everything. But really, all I wanted to do was like put my eye mask on and close my eyes. Like, I just wanted to close my eyes and listen to like a podcast. Like, that's all I wanted to do. So good old Martin and Hamza really helped me get through the flight. So shout out to the Out of Character podcast. Shout out to the Slushy Noobs, because they pretty much got me through that flight. Because anytime that I like opened my eyes and like tried to like keep myself entertained, I got like more, I was like I don't know. So I just kind of fucking sat there and closed my eyes for a majority of the flight. Didn't fall asleep, because girl, obviously y'all know I can barely fall asleep anywhere, fucking let alone a plane sitting. If you could sleep, okay, dude, the guy sitting at the window seat literally knocked out the entire flight, okay? Young guy, like, whatever, probably like my age. Dude, he knocked out the whole flight with just a neck pillow. He was just like, the whole thing. I'm not even kidding. He maybe woke up 45 minutes before we landed and then put his iPad on and started watching a show. Bruh. And I'm like, damn, he fell asleep before the snacks and the water and the juices even came out. I was like, bruh, it's like you don't want to wake him up because it's like if you really wanted it, you wouldn't have fallen asleep. I don't know. It's like, what do you even do in that situation? Bro, I was like, I aspire to be him. But also, I didn't even have to take a fucking Xanax. I didn't even take a Xanax. I didn't even take anything. I had like emergency, stuff in case I needed to. I didn't take anything. The last hour of the flight, I started to get a little bit more antsy, and I was like, okay, let's get it moving. Like, I just wanted to like do a million jumping jacks. But yeah, it's like, I'll get like the nervous belly and I'll get like anxious and antsy, but I'm not having like I did not have a panic attack. Like and I didn't even fucking take any medication. Dude, even before I developed this like newly found like fear of fucking flying and being in spaces that I can't leave, like the past fucking whatever couple years, even before that, when I would fly and be like fine and I would get just like a little antsy, I would still take a fucking Xanax almost every damn flight. And to do the flight that I was like the most scared of doing, this was like a 2-year fucking thing in the making, getting on this goddamn plane. And again, it's not about the fucking plane. Like if you have, I mean, I feel like every goddamn episode I bring up something with anxiety, but it's not even about the plane, because people are like, oh, well, just know that like the likelihood of getting in a plane crash. I'm like, girl, I don't give a fuck about the plane crashing. I'm not afraid of the plane crashing, girl. I'm afraid of myself, mama. I'm afraid of myself, queen. That's why I'm afraid of me and my own body and the way that my brain reacts sometimes, girl. I'm worried for everyone else on this fucking flight if I start tweaking. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the plane going down at all. Literally, some people like just don't really understand that. So yeah, I did it. And for anyone who has been, if that's something that you've been like anxious about or antsy about, hey, you can freaking do it too. You can do it. I promise. And I was like, the night before I got on the flight, I literally Googled, why am I afraid to be places that have no exit plan? Or like, why am I afraid to be places that I can't leave? And the first thing Google was saying, agoraphobia. I'm like, oh, okay, great. Because, hey, if you've been here for a while, you would remember that my first therapist, who kind of was very sweet, but also sucked because she didn't actually like say anything important. She just was like, you're great and amazing and good job. And like, she didn't actually fucking do anything, but she was very nice. She was like, I think you have agoraphobia. I was like, agoraphobia? Girl, shut the fuck up. But maybe she kind of ate. And then also people are like, oh, it's a symptom of OCD. I'm like, girl, well, I don't know what the hell it is. But all I know is that my Prozac is doing something. But I am supposed to get on a plane to go home tonight. And yes, I'm nervous. I slept fine, thank God. But I woke up stomach in knots. I'm antsy. The drive alone back to fucking JFK from where I live is like, I picked a bad flight time, and love my mother, love her to death, but she is also just as anxious as I am. So she's like, well, why did you pick such a late flight? Because now the traffic's going to be bad and you're going to be sitting in the traffic. Hey, you're making this worse. I know. Please, enough. So yeah, so the traffic's probably gonna be pretty bad. Getting there might take like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So that's gonna fucking suck balls and ass. Because I picked an 8 p.m. flight. Why did I do that? I don't know. I'm like, hey, I'll have more time to spend with my family, but fuck me, I guess, because that was the worst decision I could have made. And now it's $500 to change the flight, so that is not going to happen. So I just gotta fucking suck it up and do it. It's just something that has to get done. And I will land in LA tonight and be in my bed around 1 or 2 in the morning LA time, which will be very late here because oh God, I don't even want to think about that. I'm scared. I'm nervous. But yeah, I don't know. And it's funny because I literally did the flight on the way here completely fucking fine, and now I'm like shitting bricks thinking about doing the flight back home. I don't know, girl. I'm scared. But it's 11:30 a.m. right now, so I don't really have to worry about that for another few hours. So we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah, I'm home and I've been having a very nice time. It's been very nice seeing my friends and my family that I haven't seen in a very long time. Um I just want to say that everyone, if you are with a group of people, you need to get a Nintendo Switch and you need to get Jackbox party games. You have to. They are it's just the one thing that brings people together. It is so much fun and hilarious and such a good time. And I played a little Jackbox last night when I was with some of my friends, and then I played also on Thanksgiving with my cousins, and that shit is just freaking hilarious. And I love Jackbox. It's so much fun. And the one that I played yesterday was Jackbox 3, I think, and there was this one game in it that was, I don't remember what the hell it was called, but basically it's like everyone, they give you a prompt on your phone, and you either have to, like, it'll be like raise your hand if you like drinking whiskey. That was like one of the things, right? Everyone except one person gets a prompt, right? So there's one person that nothing shows up on their screen and they don't know what the fuck you're supposed to do. So they kind of just have to, like, and then there's a timer that goes like 3, 2, 1, and then people will either raise their hand or not raise their hand, and then the person who doesn't know what's going on just has to be like, and then you have to guess who the fucking faker. It's fucking hilarious. That shit was so funny. And the last round, it was questions that you had to type in the answer. It was the final round. And I had not gotten the faker the whole time. And I had to be the fucking faker. I was like, fuck. So for the faker, it asks you questions that are slightly different than the real question. That it actually is. So then it says, the question that I got, it said, what's your second favorite holiday? Okay. And I put Halloween. I don't know. I just put Halloween. And then the question that was actually like the question that they had to answer, and then it shows everyone's answers. It was, what's your least favorite time of year? Like, fuck. And then mine said, okay, a few people said Christmas. I said Halloween. Someone said 1997. Because they thought that it said, what's your least favorite year? Oh, fuck. And so then they all thought that obviously I got away with that one. Because they were like, why the hell would you put that? And so then they all thought that he was the faker. But it was really me. And then they were like, you don't like Halloween? I was like, yeah, I hate horror. I had to lie. Like, girl, what the fuck? Have you seen me on Twitch? That's like half of the fucking games that I play. I was like, yeah, I hate horror. Hate it. Yeah, just don't like Halloween. Really don't. And then they were like, okay. So then the next question. It was, the question that I got was, who is a character? Who is like a movie character that kind of creeps you out? Okay. And guess what I put? The Grinch. I don't know. He was the first thing. I'm like, okay, kind of creeps you out. Like not like full blown scary, but I'm like, okay, the Grinch. He's a little creepy. You can't say that he isn't. So I put the Grinch. What was the question that they got that I had to pretend that I actually answered? What poster did you have? Oh no, what character did you have a poster of on your wall as a teenager? And then as soon as all the answers came on the screen, someone goes, the Grinch. And I literally, I was like, yeah, I just love the Grinch. I literally said it like that, like trying to hold back a laugh. I was like, yeah, I just love the Grinch. And I started dying laughing. I'm like, bro, who the fuck has a picture of the fucking Grinch on their goddamn, who has a poster of the Grinch on their wall as a teenager? Ugh, I can't. So I fucking folded. They were like, oh yeah, it's you. I folded hard. Damn it. I fucking tried. That game is hilarious though. So y'all gotta get that, man. Y'all gotta get a Switch, and then you gotta get Jackbox. I think that was Jackbox 3, because there's like a million different versions of it. But wait, hold on. Where the hell did Mister just go? I know he just walked behind me, but he went over on the bed. I turned my head for 1 second. Now he's gone. Hello? Anyway, I went to New York 2 days ago to go see Sam. And even that, I was like nervous about going to New York, and he wanted me to sleep there. And the thing about Sam is that he gets very excited, and he's like obviously because he hasn't seen me in like a year and a half, because the last time he saw me was when he came for my birthday to LA 2 birthdays ago, so not this past one but the one before. And he gets very excited. He's like, we're gonna go do this, and we're gonna go do that, and we're gonna do that, and we're gonna, oh my god, we should go do this, and let's go to the city, let's go. And so I get very anxious. That makes me even more nervous. And I try to tell him, I'm like, okay, listen, you need to dial it back, because you doing that is making me more like, I need you to be like, hey, we're just gonna go with the flow. Whatever happens, happens, But he just gets like very excited, and it's not, it doesn't mesh well in that way. And I understand that his excitement because he hasn't seen me in a while, but he's like, it's fine if we, even if we just sit at my house all day, it's fine, whatever. So that was making me a little and then I drove to New York, which is literally not even a bad drive at all. From here to Brooklyn, it's like an hour drive, so I was like, that's literally fine. The only thing was like, I didn't, well, there's a jeweler that I wanted to go to. I told myself when I was out here that I was going to go to this jeweler and I was going to get new gold, but the jeweler is in Manhattan, and Manhattan is like the city. So Brooklyn's more like a little more chill, a little more like neighborhoody. So not really though. I mean, it still is a city, but I was like, let's just stay in Brooklyn. We went to Williamsburg, which is like the fucking gentrified area. And there's just like shops and fucking stores, and it's like by the water. It was cute. It was very fucking cold though. And Sam had me walking around on the goddamn dock like it was fucking July. I was like, it is way too cold, and I'm not used to this fucking cold. I haven't been here in like 2 years, dude. And he's just like, this is amazing. I'm like, yeah, it's great. Freezing, but I had a great fucking time. And then Noah came over, my friend Noah. We made, well, I didn't make shit. Sam made, what, mister? He's meowing. Sam made dinner, and we just had a nice little day, and it was great. And then, of course, I know a lot of people in New York, so I'm in New York for literally maybe like 7 hours. I'm getting a bunch of DMs. What? You didn't tell me you were here? I'm like, bro, I didn't even know I was gonna be here. Okay, I didn't even know I was gonna make it here today. Let alone like, and all we did was just walk around and shop a little bit. Please, that's all we did. We thrifted a little bit. We went to some cutesy little shops. That's it. I promise y'all did not miss out on anything. So next time I come here, I would like to stay in New York for a few days or something. But yeah, I had a good time, and I went to dinner with another one of my friends a few nights ago, and the fortune cookie that I got, we went to this like fancy like Chinese restaurant, this noob spot. It was really good. And they gave you fortune cookies at the end, and I was like, we have to read our fortunes. And mine said, your dreams tonight will bring you clarity. And then I had a dream that I was pregnant. What? And I will say, I just recently started taking magnesium glycinate. Is that what it is? The one with the G. I recently started taking magnesium again. I used to take it, and then I just ran out and forgot to order more. But I would take it at night before bed, and it's supposed to like help with anxiety and help you sleep better. I don't know. I will say, I do be sleeping good as fuck, okay? I be sleeping through the night, sleeping good as fuck. I usually normally sleep good anyway, but I will say, I feel like since I started taking this again, I'm remembering my dreams more. Like, I know I have dreams because I've always had dreams, but like, I usually, like, I feel like I don't always remember them. Like, maybe like once every other week, I like remember a dream. But since taking this magnesium, I don't know what the fuck REM level cycle that I'm in, but I am deep in that slumber, and I am having very fucking bizarre dreams. Nothing like scary, but just like weird. I'm like, girl, what the hell? And I'm remembering them when I wake up. So I had a dream that I was preggo, and I was like very like had a belly and everything, and I don't really remember too much about what else happened in the dream. I just remember like being fucking pregnant and being like, yep, I'm having a baby. And that was really it. And then I woke up and I'm like, what the hell? You ever have a dream where you're pregnant or you have a baby, and then you wake up and you're like missing the baby that you never even had? Like, what the hell? And I was just like, what? I'm like, man, I'm not ready for this. But also in my defense, I have a pregnant friend right now, and I was watching a Sims video. I was watching fucking Slushy Noob's Sims video, and then right, like as I was falling asleep, one of their Sims got pregnant. So I'm like, okay, so I'm, pregnancy on the brain. You get what I'm saying? Because sometimes they say whatever you're like doing or thinking about right when you fall asleep is what you have a dream about, or some fucking bullshit. I don't fucking know. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, I've been having a really good time, and I'm glad that I made it, and I'm very, very, very proud of myself. And I am still nervous to get on the plane to go home, but I know that once I do it, it'll be over, and it's fine, and I'll be in my fucking bed. And I miss Chai and Miso so much. I miss my children. I miss them. I miss them. I miss them. I cannot wait to kiss their little fucking heads. I fucking miss them so bad. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else exciting that's really happened. I've been vlogging a little bit. Really nothing too crazy. The majority of the vlog was from when I was in New York yesterday with Sam. But a lot of it, like, I really haven't wanted to vlog too much because I've just been like kind of actually wanting to be like present in the moment doing things with people and my family and friends, which has been nice. So I have vlogged a little bit of it, but not every single day and every single thing that I've been doing. So if the vlog is a little choppy, which it will be, it's gonna just be like one day I'm doing this and the next minute I'm doing that. Like, that's kind of just how it's gonna be. But since I've been here too, I just have wanted to like fucking chill, and I haven't really been like on my phone that much, which has been cool. But it's also made me realize, the less I'm on my phone and the less that I'm doing internet stuff, hey, the less money I'm making. So that's not cool. So, hey, before you quit your job and decide to do social media full time, maybe remember that if you want to take a week off, you might not be making that much money. No, but I haven't really posted on TikTok. I haven't, but as soon as I get back, man, we're fucking back on the grind. I actually cannot wait to stream. I like actually miss sitting at my fucking computer streaming. I'm so excited to fucking play games again. And the new Fortnite season, guys. Can we talk about the new Fortnite season? It's so fucking good. It's so good. That's my opinion. I don't know. I think it's really good. I'm having a lot of fun with the new Fortnite season. I think they did a great job, and I cannot wait to get on stream and fucking play that shit, because I have been playing it while I'm here. My brother has a PC, and I tried streaming on it once while I was here, and it was just not good. The mic quality was fucking terrible. The camera quality was horrible. It just looked like shit. It just looked like shit. But it was kind of endearing, and it was funny, and you know what, I hope it made you guys appreciate the setup that I have back at home, so you understand that you can't take everything for granted, because y'all be making fun of my setup at home sometimes, but hey, it's a lot better than whatever the hell that was. So yeah, so let's take some calls for the day, because I don't know how long I've been recording for, but I want you guys to hear some of these calls. All right. Oh, I don't have a phone here. Dang it. I'm out of the villa at the moment, so you just got to pretend that there's a phone here. Okay. Vanilla's Villa, how can I help you?
Hey Vanilla, I love you and the podcast. So the context for my question is I had been dating a guy, we broke up, and looking back, I was like, damn, did this guy like me at all? So like he would make fun of me for liking pink and girly stuff. He would make fun of me for just like collecting stuffed animals and shit. He only liked it if I wore like the most basic makeup. That's only when he would compliment me. And my clothing, girl, one time I wore an oversized sweater, a mini skirt, tights, leg warmers, and little docks. And we went out, and he was so awkward and weird the whole time. And I asked him, like, dude, what's up? And he basically said he was embarrassed to be seen with me because I looked so weird. And I was mortified, and I went home and cried. I wish I like stood up to him more, but like I was just so like shook that he said that about me and about how I looked. Um, and it kind of like changed how I wore. I subconsciously started to dress a lot more basic, and I hate that I did that. And it's something that I'm working on now that we're not dating anymore. But my question for you is, have you ever dated someone that you just feel like didn't fucking like you for you, or like messed up your self-esteem in certain way? And how did you get back to that? Because I still find that sometimes I'm like struggling with that. But I would just love to hear if you have any thoughts on that. And yeah, fuck him. Love you. Bye.
Wow. That is something. So here's my advice on that. So there has been one person that I did date that did do things of that nature. And I'm just going to let you in on a little secret. He likes men. He likes men. And that is actually confirmed. And he still is in the closet. So at least he has experimented. But I know that for a fact. But he is not openly anything but straight. I don't know. I haven't checked up on this man in the past probably 6-7 years, but last time I checked. So the thing is, I saw a TikTok of somebody saying, next time a man tells you, "Oh, well, why are you wearing so much makeup? Why are you getting your nails done?" Stop looking for a man in me. How about that? If you want to date me, and I am a feminine person, stop looking for a man in me. That's it. If you want to date a more masculine person, please, by all means, by all means. Or just if you want to date a man in general, be who you are. Please just fucking be who you are. Like, oh my God, it's so painfully obvious that there is something that you are hiding or struggling with, or like just fucking be who you are, king. That shit pisses me off. But seriously, like, stop looking. If you knew how I was, and you seen the way I dress, the way I am, the way I whatever, and then we start dating, and now you want to dumb it down, or change it altogether. Why the fuck are you dating me? Like, for what? Literally, stop looking for a fucking man in me. Like, that shit pisses me off so bad. And then the same, like, in even the other opposite fucking way. Like, if you're more masculine and someone wants you to be more feminine, like, I guess in that sense you could say, like, the thing, like with my hair, I'll get random fucking men will come up to me. I literally, not even a hi, how are you, what hi, my name is, what happened to your hair? Huh? Hi, how about hello, good fucking morning. Shit, what the fuck? Swear to God, I literally, dude, I was at the drive-through. I was at the Donut Delight drive-through, okay? A few nights ago, before I went to go pick up my friend, we were going to go play poker, okay, at our homie's crib. And I was at the Donut Delight drive-through. They take my order over the fucking intercom. I pull around the window. The guy opens up the fucking thing. I'm sitting in my car. He opens up the thing. What happened to your hair? Hi, how about your total will be like $7? What? Hello? So I'm like, nothing. Literally, I'm like, nothing happened to it. Nothing happened to it. And he's like, why'd you cut it all out? What happened to nothing. Nothing happened to it. Shut the fuck up and give me my fucking egg sandwich. And my friend wanted 3 shots of espresso like a fucking maniac, but just give it to me. That really pissed me off. But yeah, it's just like shit like that. Like, who gives a fuck? Oh my God, why are you, like, please. So, yeah, I hope that helps you. That I feel like that person was probably just a little confused about what they were looking for. And it clearly was not you, in your authentic true self. They wanted to make you into something that you were not. And guess what? Y'all would have never been compatible, because that's clearly not what the fuck, you were not what the fuck he was looking for. And that doesn't make anything wrong with you, because you should have known what the fuck it was when you saw me the first time. You know what I mean? That's always what pisses me off. It's like, you already knew what the fuck it was, and now you're gonna come over here trying to change shit. You already knew what the hell it was. Don't ever. So yeah, I hope that you weren't too hard on yourself about that. I'm sure at the time you were, because it's someone that you cared for and wanted to make happy. But I hope that now that you guys are not together, that you're realizing, oh, it was literally never a me thing. It was a them thing. So it was not you. It was not you, queen. I promise. So I hope that helps. All right, let's take our other caller for the day. Vanilla's Villa, how can I help you?
Hi, Vanilla. Okay, I'm gonna try to keep this condensed because I've recorded it like 3 times already. But basically, I've always wanted to call in about this friendship just because she's been my best friend for 2 years. But like in the last year, she's had this relationship with this man who I hate, who I don't think is good for her, who none of her friends like. And anyway, she invites me over to his house because she like lives there part time. And we're like sitting talking, and then I look on the bookshelf and he has Mein Kampf. like the Hitler Nazi book on his shelf. And then she tries to tell me that like they've already had a conversation and a fight about it and whatever and this and that. But to me, I'm like, how do you be in a relationship with someone that not one owns it, displays it, and then convinces you in some way and form that it's okay to keep having it out? Because I'm gay, so that's like one hit. Her other best friend is a biracial gay woman who he's already displeased, like, or said he doesn't like interracial relationships, so that's fucking weird. And then she tells me she didn't vote either, so I'm just kind of really annoyed at this moment, but I don't know if it's worth throwing the whole friendship away, if it's just kind of like this relationship, or if I should like kind of give her an ultimatum. Let me know what you think. Love the podcast, love your vlogs, love everything.
Okay. Well, let's dial it back for a second here. Okay. So your best friend is dating a Nazi. I'm sorry, it's not funny. So your best friend is literally dating a Nazi. Okay. Yeah, I would say maybe we never talk to that girl ever again because it is very clear that she does not know how to make good decisions for herself. And say what you want about people that are in relationships and let certain stuff slide and put some stuff under the rug because they're like, that's just, it's just how he is, or it's just. But being a full-fledged Nazi, yeah, that's just not something that we're gonna overlook, my love. Absolutely the fuck not. I There is no human being on this fucking planet that could ever get me to a point of love, lust, gaslighting, manipulation, or anything for me to excuse behavior like that. There is. So that also says a lot about your friend as well, and the type of stuff that she is willing to excuse, especially um, with you and your other friend being one. I think you said that you're gay and that your other friend is biracial. I don't know if you said your friend is gay and biracial or just biracial, but then he's saying that he doesn't agree with biracial relationship. Huh? What the hell? This is fucking 2024, you sick, weird, twisted fuck. Yeah, he needs to go. She needs to go too, because it's one thing that he's like the fucking worst person on the planet, but also she is. Sorry, I don't know if you could hear my family walking upstairs, the creaky ceiling. I'm very sorry about that if you hear that. But yeah, that says a lot about your friend as well, 'cause she needs to get the fuck out of here. You need to give her. I wouldn't have even given her the ultimatum. I would have. That would have been. It's not even like an ick at that point because it's beyond an ick. That would have just been. I would have just been like, oof. I don't even know you anymore. Like, what the fuck? Like, if I ever thought that I knew you, and I ever thought that you wouldn't be the person to do something like this or date a person like this. Like, that is. And the fact that he like wants y'all to know is like even fucking scarier. Like, men like that actually are fucking scary. Like, I am so much more scared of men like that than I would be of like the literal killer, like Michael Myers, like fucking Freddy Krueger. Like, no, I'm actually more scared of fucking men like that. Like, you are fucking sick and twisted. So yeah, that actually needs to stop immediately. Please, thank you. Please do not ever talk to that girl ever again. I don't care if she's your best friend. She's literally dating a fucking Nazi. She needs to go. Wow, yeah, y'all have some very intriguing questions. Um, y'all really blow me away every single day. There was another call. I can't find it right now, but some girl said something about how do I get myself out there as far as like dating women, and the answer is I don't. I don't. Because I don't know where the fuck to look, girl. And that's the thing. I'm like, what am I gonna go to a fucking lesbian bar and I don't even drink, and then I'm just sitting there like a fucking creep? Like, I don't know. And I know there's like mocktails and shit, but I don't know, I just feel like a fucking weirdo. I don't really like bars as it is, unless it's like one of my friends is throwing an event or something. It's just not like a or unless they have like really good music playing, which 90 fucking percent of the time they don't. Damn, what do they do? Upstairs neighbors be like, damn, do y'all hear them stomping around up there? Fucking anyway, all right. Well, this is pretty much. I don't know how long I've been recording for, but I need to fucking start, you know, prepping for this damn flight later. Um, and also, sorry about no episode last week. Obviously, it's because I was trying to spend time with my family and I just wanted to relax and vibe. But thanks for listening. Oh, also, Spotify Wrapped just came out. So, hey, if I'm in your Spotify Wrapped for the podcast, fucking tag me. Tag me on that shit. I want to repost it. Or a few people already did. So, hell yeah. If I'm in your top 5 Spotify podcasts, fucking hell yeah. Love you. That's amazing. Is there a YouTube Wrapped? I don't know how that works. I think there is or something of the sort, but hey, if I am, fucking tag me cuz that shit makes my day. Okay. Well, thanks for listening and I'll be back to my regular fucking scheduled program next week. I'll be back on Twitch and everything will be just fine and I love you. Okay? Bye.